30 years. 30 years. For 30 years. Actually 31. If you include pregnancy. Oh my God, I was convinced that I wasn't going to cry, but 30 seconds in and that's already happening, so I'm just going to allow whatever comes to come. 30 years. 30 years ago, you touched my life in profound and amazing ways that I had no idea at the age of 16 and 17 just how life was going to unfold. And if you had told me then what it was going to take, I might have said no thank you. But am I ever glad to have the opportunity to love such an incredible human being. No joke that some of it was hard, Joe. But sometimes there were moments when I was like, I can't do this. And that was before you were 2. You know, being a teenager, trying to sort out my own life and my own path and trying to figure that out on top of being called into service to be a mom of carefree, considerate, vivacious, gregarious soul. And I thank God every single day that I've given the opportunity to continually grow into more and more of who I am in that role of mother. I am so thankful to have had the time and the honor to walk with you along your path. You know, that idea that your life started as a tiny sperm, that fought the hardest, where life was created within my body. And then nurtured so that your soul and my soul could live a forever connection. I feel so deeply honored to be the one to have an agreement with you before we came here that we would live tough lessons, excruciatingly painful, deep wounded places, and joy and excitement and bliss and amazing depths of love and understanding and care and consideration and kindness, not only for each other, but as a whole. And for those things, I find gratitude more and more every day. Kamjo, I know that your birthday is a tender subject. I know that you have been hurt as a young child, and that one of the reasons why you live life so grandiose, so adventurous, so big, is because that's your personality, that's your beingness, and B, from your wounds. And I also know that right now, as you turn 30, as we all celebrate the person that you are, the life that you lead, the breaths that you take, the steps that you take, that in this moment, this experience is happening this way to be in service to you. So whatever it is that you're up against, whatever it is that you're feeling today, leading up to today, and furthermore from today, is an opportunity to heal that wounded place. Just take a peek. I know that the call is in you. I know that you understand we feel it to heal it. I know that you get that here, and of course on your chest. And I know that you take dives into understanding that a little more and a little more. But please know the gift and opportunity available to you this year, this moment in time, as you turn into the 30th version of yourself. That there are opportunities in this year that have never been in your experience before. And my greatest hope is that you continue to walk forward and embrace what's in front of you. Start to peel off all the stuff that hasn't worked. And the literal wounded places where that little boy had to endure some excruciatingly painful truths. But I want you to know just how proud I am as a mother to see and feel and know the kind of man that you are. You are kind and considerate, compassionate to depths not quite understood. You often take the time to feel that empathic piece of you as to what people are feeling, what they're experiencing. But you wouldn't have that capacity if you didn't have that feeling yourself along the way. You're my reason, son. At one point in time, many points in time through this journey together, I've been at a fork in the road. When ultimately it was about choosing to step further into my role as a parent, my duty as a human being, my desire for helping heal and change our lineage. And what a true honor it has been to be called into action, to be asked to step further into myself, to be a leader of some kind, to try and lead by example, and haphazardly so, because this is not, it wasn't done with perfection, certainly. But at the head of all of that, you have been my beacon. You are my number one reason why I got up ever. You're my number one reason why I felt invested in creating the change within myself and healing some of those wounded places in myself so that I could allow the path to be lit so you could do the same for yourself. You are one of the most incredible human beings that walk the earth, and you're definitely one of my favorite men. Even though you're flawed, because we all are, and even though sometimes I have wanted to wring your neck, and I know that you have felt the same about me, but when I look into your eyes, the vast depth of the love that I know you have for me has been the thing that keeps me going. And I know that the love that you hold for me also holds wishes and hopes that maybe something might be different for me, that you see parts of me that maybe I'm not living up to my true potential, and that you desire for me to be and do and have a fabulous life. And it's because of you and your spiritedness and your ability to be advantageous at any time. That keeps me dialing back into, I don't have to just grow old and die. That life is full of rich adventures. And that sometimes pushing myself beyond my boundaries expands me. Even though in the moment, I'm not having a good time. I'm reminded of paddleboarding and climbing in the Atlas Mountains. But what I do know is that there's a level of compassion that you share for me. That I will forever be grateful for. Because it makes me want to be more. It makes me want to do more. It drives me. And so thank you so much for allowing me the absolute privilege to walk with you, to grow up with you, to understand the level of responsibility in being a parent, and for celebrating the fact that I fucking look this good when my son's turning 30. So thanks for that. Thanks for every single moment, and I wouldn't change a thing. I know you're alone for your birthday, but you're not. You're surrounded by your animals and your lovely wife. And I know that this is only one video of many, of all the people that you've touched and impacted by the way that you walk in the world. And that has everything to do with your character, your empathetic ways. That's Papa. Your leadership and how to do life in a different way. Changing history, changing lineage, healing lineage, and taking risks on what a grand adventure life can actually be. I love you, bud. So, so, so much. It's crazy. And as I watch Mila now, just sort of roam around in that, I'm just so happy, everything's wonderful phase, until it's not. Until she doesn't get a yogurt. But just how innocent children are, and how loving and kind and filled with joy and easygoing, life really can be. It's such a great reminder. So thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for considering, all of my faults and everything else that goes along with that, and loving me anyway. All the time. My love for you is so expansive. And here's to another 30 years, son. I love you so much. You definitely are one of my heroes, and I cherish our bond, our relationship, the man that I see you becoming. And as you step further into that, and you allow yourself forgiveness, to put down some of the anger, the resentments that you hold, you will continue to grow into more and more of yourself. And I love watching what I'm watching now, and I'm looking forward to what that looks like. I love you. I love you. I love you. 30th. Dude, welcome to your 30th year. I love you.